this before.
Never heard it before and never will again.
Good morning.
Rock here.
Nancy.
I don't know what the hell that was, but
That's funny, Rock. Sometimes you're funny.
sometimes.
Yeah. How's everybody doing this
How is
morning?
everybody
it's
doing?
Wednesday,
Come on, it's
mid-spring
Wednesday.
break. How is your
Beautiful
spring break
day.
going?
Beautiful
like,
day.
honestly, we've been blessed with the beautiful weather. It was supposed to rain all week, so count your blessings.
Yeah, whatever bonus sunlight we can get is what we're gonna
Absolutely.
be grateful for, basically.
Oh, yeah. Any chance you can get to go outside.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
C'est fait ça?
Oh, that's a good one.
C'est bon. C'est good.
It's I think my favorite green
That's the,
smoothie, the orange creamsicle.
Creamsicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does taste like a creamsicle.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it. There's a bunch of spinach in there and you wouldn't even know it. Broccoli sprouts.
Yeah.
Gotta have me my
So it's
broccoli
the
sprouts.
orange that makes it.
The orange and the
Yeah.
vanilla extract.
Oh.
And the homemade almond milk.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It's incredible.
Great,
Yeah.
great. How's everybody doing? Seriously.
I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your time off for those of you who are off this week. And I hope that this lockdown hasn't gotten you too down.
Too
You
down.
know? I mean, this... Stop. No, it's true. I mean, it can have its negative effects
100%,
very
100%.
easily. So it's kind of like you have to retrain that muscle to stay motivated.
Yeah.
In times of crises, in times of hardship and
Yeah.
limitations and restrictions.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
which is mainly the main reasons why I love doing these shows,
Yeah.
because it really, it's the first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
If you can tune in and if we can provide you with some form of motivation to keep you fired up during the day,
That's right.
then I've done my
And you've done your job.
I've done my job.
Good
Exactly.
morning, Jeanette.
Good morning, Jeanette. Thank you so much for joining.
So
the-
in these
go ahead, sorry.
in these times, these hardship times, these trying times, it's important to consider this. You don't only want to be surviving in these states.
Yes.
You want to be
Good
thriving. You still want to push yourself towards your goals
Right.
and your dreams.
Yes.
And the word goals and dreams is kind of becoming these cliche words, but they're still important.
Yeah.
You know, your aspiration. What is it you desire? What is motivating you to,
Get up in the morning.
or where's the ambition? Don't lose the ambition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because anything you want to pursue needs ambition.
Yeah.
And you need to have that mindset that you want to continue to thrive the rest of your life.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whether you're 25, 15, or 105, if you can find some sort of purpose,
Yeah.
you know, a reason why to do it,
The brain
then
will keep going.
The brain will keep pushing and keep
That's true.
repairing and keep
Yeah.
like boosting your production.
Yeah, for sure. Literally.
Yeah.
Like biochemically, you will produce those feel-good hormones that will
Yeah.
keep you going.
Keep you alive.
The dopamine, the endorphins, the serotonin, all those
Yeah.
happy feel-good hormones are designed for you to keep going.
Yeah.
And so this morning I started out by listening to this amazing piece from Brendan Burchard, and he's been really helping me lately with trying to find my motivation,
Yeah.
find my purpose, and how to strive for my goals, for what I want.
Yeah.
And actually, I've shared that one of them with you this week. I'm really focusing on just sharing my content, what I listen to. I think it was around 11 o'clock yesterday, if you want to check it out. And it's really great to keep you motivated.
Yeah.
And the main takeaways that I've got that I want to share with you this morning was to stay motivated is to not feed into the negativity of, it's of course, of basically of people that are around you, or trying to feel like you're separate from other people, like
Yeah.
so,
the news.
yeah
is
the
one
news
thing.
And it's like a lot of the people, they might not be mindful of that, but it's the ego stepping in, who feel like they want to be right. It's like like what they've heard, or what they feel, or what they're doing is the right thing to do. And when we feel like we're right, then it puts everybody wrong,
As
and
an
it
example.
separates us.
As an example, anybody who's for or against the mask.
Yeah, exactly.
You say to yourself, wearing a mask in his car. What a loser!
Yeah.
But that's just your ego saying to yourself, you see, you're right there.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
And or the other way around.
Yeah.
You know, or you see somebody without a mask and you're like, oh, they're gonna kill grandma.
Yeah, no, and the thing is like it automatically puts you in judgment. And when you're in a state of judgment, it separates us from other people. And now is the time, now like more so than any, where we need to be stronger. Like we're stronger together. We need to stay
100%.
connected. And even if we can't physically be together, when we pass on these judgment onto other people, emotionally we feel separated from other people.
Yeah.
And that's just the ego. It's just feeding that ego as the self-righteousness.
Yeah.
It's just feeding that. And that was a really good nugget that I've learned this morning. Thank you so much, Brendan. And the other thing that I've learned, obviously, is the self-care, which I often talk about, is making strong choices for yourself, for your health,
Yeah.
for your mindset.
Yeah.
For me, like it's really about setting boundaries about what I expose myself to, either the news or people around me who are negative. And if I don't speak up and say, listen, this doesn't feel good to me, they might, budge and say, oh, just, you got to stay informed, or just don't put your head in the sand. But you know what? No, I really do need to listen to that.
I feel like that's directed at me.
Well, no. Well, partially. But I don't want to be that person to be like having to give in to listen to certain things.
No, it's
just
true.
because
It's true.
I don't want to, like, I see nothing, I hear nothing, therefore I'm oblivious, and I'm, you know what I mean? Like, it's not about that. It's about, I need to stand guard at the gate of my own mind.
Yeah, and let's face it, the news that we have today is not the news that we had 15 years ago or 20 years ago. It's more so now geared for division and fear-mongering.
Mm-hmm.
It's meant to put you in a state of fear.
Yeah.
Because when everybody is in a state of fear, we're easily manipulated or controlled.
Yeah, it's true.
Easier to control and to manage. We give our power away.
Yeah.
So if you are going to listen to the news, and I know we've talked about this before, but limit that. Because if you look at all the news, just look at it from, like, watch the news. Next time you watch the news, try to watch it without becoming emotionally attached to it.
No, it's hard.
Just look at what it is, what they're giving you.
Yeah.
Look at what they're giving you. They're not giving you much value there. It's just more fear, more division,
big time,
pitting you against the next person. All the information on there is controversial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or there's another station saying the quite opposite.
Yeah.
And it's geared for that on purpose,
Yeah.
because it makes us fight over little things like the mask wearing, the vaccine taking, right? It puts us against each other while they're doing something over here.
Yeah, and
it's the sleight of hands.
Yeah.
It's like a magician, a magic trick.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Magician will show you something here while they're really doing something over here.
Yeah, no, it's true, and it's very easy to fall into those things unless you're mindful, and that's why I want to raise that awareness around this topic, because I think it's very easy to fall into that trap, and it is a trap. I mean, it feels good in that moment. It serves the ego. And but it doesn't serve your highest self, and that's where that's where we thrive. It still connects us emotionally, where it really,
You just keep talking.
Okay. And the next one, another thing for self-care is that, like, if you make those strong choices for for your health, eating healthy, and I say strong choices because it's very easy to give in to for me is like the tasty sweets and the
sugars.
The sugars, that even if it's healthy, it's still sugars.
Got myself a honeybee here.
Yeah. And so I got to be mindful of that and just stay on top of being healthy, because when I feel healthy and when I eat healthy, I feel healthy.
Yeah.
And life is so much more enjoyable that way. So
yeah, just keep that in mind. Life is pretty simple. I'm going to tell you how it is. It's not easy, but it's simple. You keep out the bad ingredients, the negativity, the stuff that hinders you. You bring in the good ingredients, exercise, meditation, healthy foods, good mindset, and then you choose an intention with that.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And It's not easy.
Yeah.
Like I said before, it's not easy. It's
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
You know, don't overcomplicate your life.
No.
You want to get into better shape? Start by walking.
Yeah.
You know, I got my brother here who's probably not listening, which is fine. But he wanted to buy this big Bowflex machine. And I told him, I said, start with walking. You don't even walk every day and you want to spend $2,000 on this machine that you're going to use for 2 weeks and then it's going to collect dust for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Because you got to start small.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Bon Jovi didn't open up Madison Square Garden the first time they played.
Exactly.
They work their way towards that,
Yeah.
you know?
That's true.
And a runner will run the first 100 meters, and then the next day 120 meters, and then 160, and then 100. You know what I mean? We're not expecting anybody, and nor for ourselves,
Oh yeah.
to, like, I got a book to finish. I'm not gonna do it in one day.
No.
You know, it's gonna take time. I can put more time, I know that.
Yeah.
But I still progress every day, even if
Yeah.
it's one line.
Yeah, and
Doesn't matter.
that's your ambition right there, because your brain's like, okay, I got something to live for, and it takes time. That's why in the morning I like planning out my day. I like literally write in my planner, just write out chunk of time for self-care, for tackling my goals.
Yep.
How do I want to show up today?
Exactly.
How do I want to serve?
Just simple stuff.
Stuff like that.
Simple.
It makes a big difference. It really makes a big difference.
And another thing too is to
Stay motivated.
say hi to people when you're walking.
I've been consciously doing that.
I've been doing that too, even if
Yeah.
they're wearing the mask. Hello, how are you?
Yeah.
Because I find people are a lot in their bubbles today. It's so
In their head.
fear-based.
Yeah.
I went to play with my daughter's friend. Well, I didn't go play, but my daughter went to play. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Play date. No, but they went and played, and they asked us to wear the mask in the schoolyard while they were playing together, and I was like, I'm not doing it. But my daughter did it, and they didn't need it before, but all of a sudden now they need it, so they've become more fearful.
I have been
more fearful of the pandemic, more fearful of the COVID-19, because when we hung out during the Christmas break and after the first confinement, there was no wearing of masks.
Yeah, even the second one.
But now, they've gotten more fear. They're listening to more news and propaganda, so they're more fearful. And now it's mask everywhere, even as he's riding his bike.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean?
But
so you gotta watch.
You don't even have to look very far. Even I feel more fearful this time around, because even though I don't listen to the news, it's all around me, and I've just my coworkers talking about certain things, but I try to keep to myself at work because there's a few of them who consume the news all day long, and she loves to talk about that, and I just, I actually, like, I'm cautious. Don't get us wrong. We're cautious, but there's a fine line between cautious and paranoia. And sometimes I flirt with that line. I feel paranoid,
see,
and I'm like,
I'm not fearful.
you're not like that. You're adamant, but
frustrated.
sometimes it's very,
I'm more
that's
frustrated.
how it comes out for you.
I'm going to be one of these people who's going to be protesting soon.
Okay.
That's just going to be me.
All right.
I'm going to get fed up there, and I'm going to... I'm just kidding, mostly.
You come in and but that's how it triggers your stress response and anger. Me, it's more worry. So
yeah.
Anyway,
wrap up.
As always, we love you. We're thinking about you, and we will see you actually this afternoon at 3. I'm gonna go live by myself.
Say hello to people. Be a good person.
Talk about motivation.
Come on.
Cheers.
Come on.